Call the regular meeting for Tuesday, June 10th, 2025 to order. As we gather, we are reminded that the town of Bonnyville is situated on Treaty 6 land that is steeped in rich Indigenous history and is the traditional homeland and home to First Nation and Métis people today. We respect the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nation, Métis, and all First People of Canada whose presence continues to enrich our community. Before us, we have an agenda. Are there any additions or deletions?
Nothing from administration.
All right. Councillor Blanchette?
Move adoption of the agenda as presented, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. All in favor? Carried. Next, we have the council meeting minutes from May 13th, 2025. Are there any changes to the meeting minutes as presented? Seeing none, motion to approve then, please. Councillor Langridge.
I'll give you the motion to approve the minutes from May 13th, 2025.
Okay, all in favor? Carried. All right, up next, we have the corridor regulation bylaw.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. At the May 20th Governance and Priorities Committee meeting, administration presented draft bylaw number 1602-25, the corridor regulation bylaw for review. Recommendations and amendments from the committee have been included in the draft bylaw being presented this evening. Draft bylaw number 1602-25 outlines the changes requested by Municorp. This bylaw would align the town with other Municorp partner communities who have already implemented the changes and passed similar bylaws. The most significant changes to the bylaw include introducing a fine for overnight camping without a permit, allowing off-road motorbikes access, and exclusive tracked use and non-motorized use from January 1st to March 31st of each year. As per meeting minutes provided by Municorp, a review of the bylaw will be conducted 15 months after the bylaw comes into effect. Administration is recommending that Council provide all 3 readings to bylaw number 1602-25, the corridor regulation bylaw.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions for administration on this bylaw?
Just one through to our acting CAO. The staging area that we have where we have our washrooms and trailer sanitation station, is that included in this bylaw or is that outside the bylaw?
That is not part of the corridor. That is the staging area that is within town. I do know there is some plans for the staging area though to have some updates to it.
Okay, so the camping overnight stuff wouldn't
Just
apply.
on the corridor.
Just on the corridor?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? All right, we are looking for second and third reading on this bylaw this evening. Oh,
3 readings we would require, Madam Mayor.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. My apologies. Okay, first reading, please. Councillor Kushner.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. I would introduce and give first reading to bylaw 1602-25.
Okay, thank you. All in favor? Carried. Looking for second reading, please, on the bylaw. Councillor McAvoy.
I will move second reading of bylaw 1602-25.
All in favor? That's carried. And a motion to move to third reading. Councillor Schroen.
I will move into third reading.
All in favor? Carried. And third and final reading, please. Councillor Johnson.
I'll provide third and final reading of bylaw 1602-25.
All in favor? All right, that bylaw is carried. Thank you. All right, moving on to financial reports for April 2025.
Thank you. Attached is the monthly financial report up to April 2025, which consists of the bank reconciliation statement, the operating budget financial report, the capital budget financial report, and the capital project listing to date. Administration is recommending that Council accept the April 2025 financial report as presented.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions to administration on any of the financial reports presented? No? Councillor Kushner?
Yeah, on the administration office renovations, we've got approved budget of 936. We're at 222. Lots of bills coming in. Is that why that is?
We have about 2 progress claims still to come in yet, for sure.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Seeing none, we're looking for a motion then to approve the financial reports as presented. Counselor Kushner?
I will approve the financial reports as presented.
You all in favor? That's carried. Next, approval of the additional funds for the Hearts for Healthcare Gala.
Thank you. The 2025 operating budget included funding in the amount of $5,000 for the Hearts for Healthcare Gala. The cost of a table for the event was $1,000. Members of council who attended the event participated in the live auction where their winning bid for the first table to receive the meal, which they then passed on to the health professionals, came in at $5,000. Administration is recommending that council approve the additional cost in the amount of $1,000 for the Hearts for Healthcare Gala.
Thank you. Any questions on this request? All right. Motion to approve the extra $1,000, please. Counselor Blanchett?
I will move that council approve the additional cost in the amount of $1,000 for the Hearts for Healthcare Gala.
Thank you. All in favor? Carried. Okay, committee reports. Start with Counselor Kushner, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Way back to May 14th, since we didn't have the second one in May. Went to the Dragonfly open house on May 14th, and then went just down the street to Trendy Creative for their 5-year anniversary. Congratulations to them. That's nice to see. May 15th, I had 2 things at the BRFA and then the Destination Marketing Meeting, the DMO. The 20th, Governance Priorities Meeting here in Council. 23rd, I had a couple things, EMS Week Brunch at the BRFA North Star Building, and also went to the Public Works Week at the C2 parking lot. 26th, went to the 4-H sale with a couple of my other brethren here. 27th, the Federation of Canadian Municipalities till June 1st. We were gone. Well worth it, I think. June 2nd, a community policing meeting. June 3rd, I had 3 different things. Senior Citizens 50-year anniversary of their hall. That was very nice to see. I really liked the history that was going on there. And then the Rhapsody Physician Awards. Congratulations to the 2 doctors who won awards there. Sorry I couldn't stay very long because I went to Goodridge for their awards night for the BRFA. The 4th, I had 3 things as well. Alberta Emergency Management Agency meeting here in council chambers. Then went to the Bonnyville Outreach School, and then the Bonnyville Ag Rodeo to meet the drivers. And then June 5th, ECDev meeting here in council. June 6th, chili cook-off by the Chamber of Commerce, and SPCA was there as well. And then we had our meeting with our new CAO on the 7th with Quentin Windfley. That's all I have.
Okay, I'm probably going to miss some, but I'll try not to. On the 14th of May, the Dragonfly Center open house. On the 20th, in conjunction with the MLA and the Village of Glendon, announced the engineering funding for the Bonnyville Regional Water Service Commission extension to Glendon. The 21st was a lodge and housing meeting. 26th, the 4-H events with Councillor Sharoon and Kirshner over here. June 3rd, Bonnyville Seniors, 50th anniversary. The RPAP Physician Award for Dr. Lavoie. On the 4th, I attended the Alberta Emergency Management Agency's webinar on the changes to the Emergency Management Act. And as well, I dropped into the Outreach Schools open house. On the 6th, attended the chili cook-off, as well as a meeting with Lakeland Lodge and Housing regarding future developments. On the 7th, I had the pleasure of spending 3.5 hours cooking pancakes at the rodeo, which was well attended, even with all of that wind. And then the 9th was the medical professional recruitment meeting here. Oh, yes, and I had the pleasure of accompanying Madam Mayor and two other councillors to the Federation of Canadian Municipality Conference in Ottawa.
Okay, on May 14th, I attended the Dragonfly Center's open house. May 15th, virtually participated in the Northwest Spring Regional FCSS meeting. Then, in my capacity as the president of the FCSS Association, I joined a meeting with Minister Jason Nixon, along with the presidents and leadership teams from AB Munis and RMA, to discuss sustainable funding solutions for the FCSS program. At evening, Vishivanka Day at the St. Louis Parish Hall. May 20th, Governance and Priorities Committee meeting. May 21st, I attended in person the West Central Spring Regional meeting in Lacombe. May 22nd, as a town's liaison to the SPCA, facilitated a meeting between the town and the SPCA to review and clarify service levels. Attended the FCSS Association Communications and Advocacy Committee meeting, and then that evening, Bonnyville and District FCSS Board meeting. May 26th, the SPCA AGM, followed by a regular board meeting. May 27th, the Future Fighter Project procurement presentations in Cold Lake. May 29th and May 28th and 29th, virtually attended both the South and Yellowhead Spring Regional FCSS meetings. May 30th, met with Healthy Aging Alberta to collaborate on a joint statement for Seniors Week. Then participated in a follow-up meeting with AB Munis and RMA for a joint follow-up letter to the Minister's office to share the relevant data and information we committed to providing. Then took part in a working session with the association's executive committee and the consultant leading our bylaw review. June 2nd, meeting with ADM Jen Anderson. June 3rd, briefly popped into the Seniors Drop-In Center for the 50th anniversary celebration, followed by a library board meeting, and then attended Dr. Lebois' presentation of her Physicians Award. June 4th, joined Healthy Aging Alberta for a presentation on a new senior service delivery initiative they're working on. June 5th and 6th, I was in the city meeting with the Métis settlements for, it was in relation to how we can serve them better as an association with FCSS, and then met with AV Munis on joint advocacy, and then had a board meeting on the 6th. June 7th, also met with our CAO for lunch and a tour. And then yesterday, a follow-up meeting with the town and the SPCA, and that is all for me.
Okay, thank you. All right, so May 15th, also attended the Vishivanka Day. May 21st, acting CEO Stoyles and I attended a meeting with the Covenant CEO Patrick Dumely in regards to, they have a rural health action plan that they've come up with, and they're looking for some rural healthcare initiatives, and they're specifically targeting the town of Bonnyville. So we're hoping that we can continue conversations with them and hopefully get some more services here. May 26th, attended the C2 regular board meeting. The 27th, the Future Fighter Project procurement presentations. And then May 28th to June 1st, FCM. On June 3rd, I attended the Senior Citizens Drop-In Center for their 50th anniversary. And then June 3rd, RPAP Physician Awards for Dr. Cecile Lavoie. June 6th, I was a judge for the Chili Cook-Off. And then June 9th, a regular board meeting for Municorp and our medical professional recruitment meeting right after that. So that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Madam Mayor. On May 14th, I attended the Dragonfly Open House, followed by Trendy Creations, their 5th-year milestone. And congratulations to them, because they did open up during COVID and they're still hanging out today, and they're doing fantastic. So congratulations to them. On the 15th, I had a Chamber BSN meeting, followed by a virtual Mid-Sized Towns and Mayors Caucus virtual meeting. On the 15th as well, Vishivanka Day. The 19th was the Ag Society meeting. 20th was Governance and Priorities. On the 21st, we spent the day at the credit union with the Chamber doing our strategic planning. Later that evening, Lakeland Lodge and Housing Foundation meeting. And again, I also attended the FCM from the 28th of May to the 1st of June. On the 26th, we had the 4-H sale in Coal Lake. On the 27th, myself, along with Madam Mayor, attended the Project Procurement Presentation Trade Show in Coal Lake. On the 3rd of June, I also attended the Senior Citizens Drop-In Center 50th anniversary. On the 4th of June, I was locked up for the SPCA kennel. Thank you to everybody who donated and got me out of there, and for those who wanted to pay money to keep me in longer. So thank you for that. And to know that Ditsy, the dog that I was sheltered with, ended up getting adopted. So thank you. On the 4th of June, I attended the Bonnyville Outreach School Open House. On the 4th as well, Meet the Driver Night for the Ag Society. On the 7th, I assisted with the pancake breakfast for the rodeo, and I assisted the Ag Society for the entire day, including part of the dance. On the 10th, today, I went to Dr. Brasso and spoke to the leadership group, our students, our new leaders of tomorrow. So that was excellent, and it was an interactive meeting. Just before that, June 6th, I attended the chili cook-off, the lineups, the people, it was amazing. The food was great as well, and the company was also. And on the 7th, I attended a meeting and lunch with the new CAO and his family, and as we were all here, and we welcomed him to Bonnyville. So that's it for me.
Alrighty, so May 14th, I dropped into the Dragonfly Open House. On the 20th, the G&P meeting. May 23rd, I stopped over at the Public Works Week demonstration and got to plant a tree in a cup and watch some pretty cool, they had some pretty cool activities for the youth, fixing water leaks and that, so a big shout out to our Public Works folks. C2 meeting on the May 26th, June 2nd, a police committee meeting, and on June 3rd, a library committee meeting. The 5th, we had an economic development committee meeting, and then on the 7th, the CAO meet and greet, and that just about does it.
Okay, so May the 14th, I attended the Trendy Creations 5-year milestone. May the 20th, Governance and Priorities meeting. May 21st, we had a historic Bonnyville and District Historical Society meeting. May 22nd, FCSS Bonnyville and District meeting. May 26th, we had a C2 meeting. I attended the Notre Dame grad on May 31st. Congratulations to all the graduates. They looked fabulous, and they looked pretty excited to be done high school pretty soon. So June the 1st, I attended the 34th annual Ardmore Duck Race. On June the 3rd, I attended the Bonnyville Senior Citizens Society 50th anniversary. And later on in the evening, I was at the RPAP Rhapsody Physician Awards. Congratulations to Dr. Lavoie. June the 4th, I was at the Bonnyville Outreach Open House and then went out to Meet the Driver Social for the Ag Society, for the truck wagons. June the 6th, I caught the tail end of the chili cook-off as things were wrapping up. June the 7th, I also helped out with the pancake breakfast out at the Ag Society. I was the runner. Councillor McAvoy did a heck of a job making pancakes along with Councillor Kerbiak from the MD. And then after that, I ran over to the Ohana Center for their family fun day that they put on every year. And then back over to Town Hall for a meeting with our new CAO. And on June the 9th, which was last night, we had an Ohana Center meeting, and that's all for me.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. All right, under correspondence, we've got an invitation from Camrose Kickin' Country Parade on July 31st. I think we should just accept this for information. I'm not too sure what type of appetite we've got for joining this. The 2025, and then a letter on the 2025 LGFF allocation amounts. Then we've got the Bonnyville Friendship Center Indigenous Day celebration. You should have all received invitation for that day. It should be in your calendars. Oh, and then my proclamation, sorry, let me get there. My apologies. Okay, in Alberta, we are fortunate to have a variety of recreation and park systems providing countless recreational opportunities for all residents and visitors. We at the town of Bonnyville recognize the benefits and values that recreation parks and leisure services provide and designate the month of June as June is Recreation and Parks Month. Okay, and then next we've got our appendix, up to date, community organizational funding. Any questions? Councillor Langridge.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just a couple, actually, the 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Just because we missed the last council meeting, I've had them building up from a few of our citizens that have been looking for some updates, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to. So through to administration, with the sidewalk program going on, have we ensured that all of our sidewalks and ramps, before we replace some of the existing damaged ones, that they're fully accessible for wheelchairs?
Yeah, we do have a list of all of the sidewalks that need para ramps for accessibility, and we do try to do 2 or 3 per year. We also have to do some of the sidewalk repairs as there are safety issues with them. So we do those safety issues as well as do the 2 or 3 para ramps that we can do to make sure all of them are done in the near future.
Okay, thank you very much for that. And through to administration, I was hoping to get an update on 2 certain properties that we have on Main Street that have been, at the front row of a lot of people's questions. So can we get an update on the property on 50th and 46th, and as well as the former Midtown property?
Madam Mayor, through you to Councillor Langridge, the property on the corner of 50th and 46th has just recently changed ownership hands. We've spoken to the new owner here within the last week. They were inquiring as to whether or not there was any time left on the original permits. We've informed them that there is not, and we've given them the pricing for obtaining their permits. We anticipate very shortly we will see development and or building permits come in.
And any luck on our friend in the Midtown?
So in January, we served notice on the owner of the property that formerly known as the Midtown Motel, to let them know that we, as according to the bylaw, that they've timed out their permit and that we expect them to remediate the property back to where it was. I would suggest that there was a cone of silence, very little response, despite numerous attempts to be in contact with them. We've sent one more piece of correspondence less than a week ago. The next round of correspondence that they will get will have a final date that says you have until X date to comply, at which point we will take care of all of the work that needs to be done and bill it back to their taxes.
All right. That was it for me. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. Through to administration, just on the LGFF, looks like we are getting less than we did in 2025. Is that correct?
It is a little bit more in 2025 than 2024, and the 2026 is expected to be a little bit less.
So I get LGF 2025. Okay, so 2026 is a little bit less.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Okay, so that 1,141,000, is that including both operating and capital?
They have not indicated as per this letter. I'm assuming it's just capital, as operating has not been released yet for anything and whether it does go forward. So we'll know more about that program in the future. Okay,
so if it's, it'll only be about 30,000 if it isn't. If it's not, it's like 150,000. That will be short.
That's correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions for administration? Seeing none, we've got a few items in camera. If I can get a motion to move into camera. Counselor Langridge.
I'll give you that motion to move